Lesson 41, Articles in Greek.
Now we get to apply what we just talked about in Lesson 40.
That's right, starting with the definite article. It's kind of a long story, Catherine, about these definite articles, but for a beginning student of ancient Greek, the easiest way to understand this is that this definite article can be translated into English with the word the.
Yes.
That's just a good starting point to work from if you're a beginner, right?
Yes. We're emphasizing the fact that this is a good starting point because there are some intricacies going on later that our listeners will learn as they move into more advanced Greek. But rule of thumb is that when you see the definite article, translating it as the is often a very good idea.
So here is the ancient Greek word for the, or one of the ancient Greek words that can mean the. This is the masculine form, and that's the form we'll be working with in this book. And really all it consists of is an omicron with a rough breathing. So it sounds like ho.
And here we have an example of a rough breathing making a big difference, and it's literally just one letter. So ho.
And of course, they already know the noun georgos. So now we have a definite article and a noun that we can put together. So if we want to say the farmer in ancient Greek, we can say ho georgos.
And now we have a phrase.
So again, we're giving you a very simple way to start with the definite article. This is not the complete story. There's more to know about the definite article, but this is a good way to get started as a beginner.
So, Bill, we talked about the definite article, but in the last lesson, we talked about the indefinite article in English, an. In Greek, we don't really have an indefinite article. So there's not a word that represents an, or that idea in English. So instead of having a word for that, what we do a lot of times in Greek is we leave off the definite article, ho in this case, in order to say a farmer. So georgos by itself means a farmer a lot of the time, but ho georgos means the farmer a lot of the time. So rule of thumb again for our listeners is that when words like georgos do not have a definite article with them, a good way to translate it is whatever it is.
So if I see ho georgos, I could translate that as the farmer. But if I just see the word georgos by itself, I could translate that as just a farmer.
Exactly.
So the absence of the definite article could suggest that you need to translate it with what would be an indefinite article in English, the word a or an.
Yes.
And these are just starting points to work from for beginners. This is a great way for a beginner to begin to grasp how all this works. And as you go along,
Yes.
You'll get more advanced and you'll learn more of the details. But this is just a good foundational way to start.